And then later on in the round, as you see him still trying to get that uppercut in, the straight left hand for Tarver. There was a beauty by Antonio Tarver. He's getting that punch in as well. A bit of a turnaround in round 3.
Do you think we should see Dawson targeting the body more here? I mean, that's one of his good points, isn't it?
He started it, Steve, and you're absolutely right. In rounds 2 and 3, he stopped going to the body as much as he was in round 1. There it is.
Yep,
he heard you.
Yeah.
See, they listen to you, these fighters. They really do.
I didn't think we were talking that loudly. Combination upstairs.
Left.
Yeah, by Antonio Tarver, who started to come on in the 3rd round.
Stop! You don't need to push.
Jane 83rd man in the ring tells Dawson you don't have to push. And Dawson said, well, I had a reason to push because the other guy is being rough.
You know, Dawson is starting to go back downstairs again. Trying to get the 39, soon-to-be 40-year-old Tarver in trouble later in the fight. Tarver's jab, by the way, now becoming a more important weapon in this fight, and that's helping in these rounds. These are two good fighters. Really, really, really good fighters.
Pumping that left straight forward is Chad Dawson, pushing Tarver back with authority. Tarver knows Dawson's good. He's got power, he's got skill. He was just trying to get inside the head of Chad Dawson. And Chad Dawson said he just wanted to shut Tarver's mouth.
Well, Antonio Tarver is a wordsmith. He's a spin doctor. Oh, nice right hand by Dawson. So clearly he can annoy you. Dawson's having a pretty good round here in round 4.
And again, it's by virtue of that exceptional speed. You just don't see the punch coming. Great body shots by Chad Dawson. Then he goes upstairs.
Now, in fairness, some of those punches being blocked by Antonio Tarver, but because he's throwing so many, Dawson is getting some in, for sure.
I think the body shots more so are getting in as opposed to the higher shot.
Absolutely.
They're being blocked. There's Tarver who tried a body shot with the left hand, but it was blocked. Dawson missing with a straight left. Tarver able to elude that one. It's Tarver chasing Dawson around the ring, but with not very effective though. He's not getting anything through.
And let me tell you, it's not his normal style. So that's why Tarver's maybe a little bit off here in some respects.
Maybe trying to throw Dawson off because, you know, Dawson does watch tapes and he's seeing a different Antonio Tarver here, but not really having effect. That was a balance shot. Oh, again, the great lightning speed of Chad Dawson landing. Hey, let's go over to Jim Gray. Jim.
All right, Steve, thank you very much. Here with the host tonight, Gavin Maloof. He, along with his brothers, own the Sacramento Kings and the Palms Hotel here. You're very fond of Chad Dawson. Is this like watching a Kings game for you?
Well, it is. I know Chad personally. We promoted a fight in Sacramento at Arco Arena. He's a wonderful person, a great family, so I'm very nervous.
And the boxing game is something you guys really want to get involved in more, correct?
We do. We've had our kind of dipped our toe in it. We enjoy it. We've always loved boxing.
Sacramento Kings are here against the Lakers. How's your Kings club this year?
We're going to be good. We're going to be good. We got a young squad, but we got a good nucleus of veterans and young players. So we'll be hopefully make the playoffs this year.
Catch your breath, Gavin. We appreciate your time.
All right.
And we want to wish your brother Joe Maloof, who's home watching. He had double knee replacement. Best to you, Joe. Thanks for having us. All right, Steve, back to you.
Okay, Jim. Thanks very much.
Talked to Joe the other day. Ironic. He was so anxious to have this fight here. Couldn't attend because of the knee surgeries.
Round 5, it is scheduled for 12, the IBF Light Heavyweight Championship. Antonio Tarver in the silver with the black trim, Chad Dawson in the blue, black, and silver. Generally a good start for Chad Dawson. Straight left hand pushed Tarver back and a right in the nose.
Rocked him, Steve.
Yeah, it stunned him momentarily. And here's Dawson going to work with lefts and rights. He is dangerous with both hands.
You mentioned that Antonio Tarver has never been stopped in his long pro career.
Take a look at press row. David Avila from SweetScience.com. Jeff Haney, Las Vegas Sun. Kevin Ioli, Yahoo Sports. All Dawson.
I have it 39-37 for Dawson.
So that through 4.
You know, this fight, give Chad Dawson credit. He has made Antonio Tarver come to him, although Tarver started it right from the beginning. And it's been a different kind of fight than we might have anticipated, with Dawson doing the chasing.
And Chad Dawson doesn't seem to mind.
No, which is interesting. He's been countering well.
Look at the hand speed. He's getting those punches through. Right now, overmatching the champion. Chad Dawson looking for his second title belt. He gave up the WBC belt to fight Tarver. Tarver missing. Dawson just too young, too fresh, too fast. Young, too fresh, too fast. And look at that. Everything landing now. He's beginning to slow Tarver down even more.
It's quite apparent that for Antonio Tarver to win this fight, he's going to have to land a game changer. Some punch that's really going to hurt Chad Dawson.
And that might have been it. A straight left hand there by Chad Dawson. You're talking about Tarver, of course, but that was quite a shot. There's another left hand right onto the head by Dawson. And it's like, you know, one at a time, one and done for Tarver as Dawson puts together nice combinations. Whoop, look out. That killed about 40 flies.
I'm really surprised Antonio Tarver doesn't try to lay back, make Dawson come to him a little bit, at least try it in one round, and see if he can counter the young fighter. Instead, he is just going after him.
I would be surprised if he doesn't turn to his usual strategy soon.
Yeah.
Tarver used to stealing rounds, but he's so far behind in the round. How do you steal it?
That's I'll tell you. Okay.
6th round coming up. 6th round.
Give me some water. Okay.
If this is the coming out party for Chad Dawson on boxing center stage, I'll tell you what, he's making the most of it. These combinations, the quick hand speed, and power to go along with it, they've been very impressive for Chad Dawson. And what's interesting about Dawson is he has the complete arsenal of punches. He is a joy to watch because he goes to both the body and the head. And this hand speed is bedeviling Antonio Tarver. Tarver's able to cover up and block some of those, but not able to go back on offense and counterpunch.
Keep hands up. Tight defense, son. We win it easy. Don't lose focus.
Doing a good job.
Well, we talked about that earlier. Eddie Mustafa Muhammad working very hard with Dawson on the focus. You know, he's a kid. He's only 26. Your mind wanders after you get ahead. So Mustafa Muhammad has to stay on top of him for that.
And also, there's always a point in a Chad Dawson fight. It came against Tomas Adamek, it came against Harding, it came against Glenn Johnson, and Johnson really got back in the fight and started to get it very close, where something often happens, where a big punch is landed.
Exactly right. He got overconfident in that Adamek fight for the title and went down to the 10th round.
And was hit with a couple other punches even after that, but of course he persevered very well and won the fight.
But you couldn't find a more different fight between this one and Dawson's last fight with Glenn Johnson. That was just a war. This is more one-sided for Dawson.
There's the straight left. Antonio Tarver, you know, for the most part, that jab and straight left hand is a great, great weapon for him. And he's landed some good straight lefts in this fight, but not quite the one he wants. Dawson now not throwing many punches, a lot of movement.
Well, I think part of his strategy is tire the guy out. He's almost 40 years old. Take him some rounds, and he'll tire out. Let's see what happens.
He may be giving Tarver a chance to win this round, though. Tarver's doing some good work.
Yeah, it looks like Dawson's taking this round off.
Yep. Now, not everything landing there for Tarver, but he's doing all the throwing.
Oh, big left by Tarver, but Dawson stood up to it. His chin was questionable at some point, but he answered to some wicked shots by Glenn Johnson.
How do you figure this round, Steve? I mean, Dawson has done almost nothing offensively. Is he trying to tire Tarver out by making him throw a lot of punches? He's giving the round away for sure.
It's the only thing I can think of. Is he playing possum here? He's just covering up and playing defense, and now sort of inviting Tarver in. That could be dangerous. He's motioning to Tarver. You know what? You can throw what you want, but you're not hurting me.
Interesting.
Now he's using psychology on Tarver.
And maybe he's trying to make Tarver punch himself out. May have a real active round. And now if he comes back in these later seconds thinking maybe he'll steal the round, Dawson that is, we'll see. For the first time now, Dawson pursuing Tarver.
Boy, what an intriguing round.
Oh, it really is.
Let's see if Dawson looks to finish it strong, though. 20 seconds.
Step back, please.
He'd have to finish it real strong to win this round from
he has not won this round, but let's see if he at least lets loose a little. You know what? I think he's just trying to prove something to Tarver.
He's talking to Tarver. This is intriguing.
He's saying, you know what? You can hit me with your best shot. He is talking to him, and nothing's happening. He's trying to get inside Tarver's head, and what a switch. Well, Denise Tarver, she almost just took a left to the head. It's a bad night for the Tarvers.
Deep breath, baby. Just relax. We got a whole minute here. Come on. Okay.
Get back to yourself.
Hold your head over the bucket. Deep. Hold your head over the bucket a little bit. Let me just pull a little. I'll clean that up.
Great job. Great job, team.
Go to get the towel. Make sure we water. Okay.
Antonio Tarver had an excellent round. Now, Dawson allowed him to have an excellent round, and it may have been gamesmanship on Dawson's part. He talked to him a lot. Did he want Tarver to do this? Punch a lot and punch himself out, but certainly